Are you someone who struggles with the change process? Are you somebody who is in a leadership role, but when you drive change within the organization, you struggle or you don't succeed? If that is the case with you, today's video is for you. Watch this video till end, and I'm going to give you a 5-step process to accelerate the change process, whether it is at the professional level or at the personal level. Hi everyone, this is Vijay Prakash, author of Amazon #1 best-selling book, Slumdog Investor. And being a Wednesday, we are going to take lesson from my book, Slumdog Investor. And I am a big advocate of change. I always say this, life is not designed to give you what you want. Life is designed to give you what you deserve. So be ready to change. So let's get started and let us see what is this 5-step change acceleration process. And at the end of the video, you are also going to get an equation on how to ensure an effective action. So let's get started. So being in a corporate, I know why the change processes fail in an organization. The change efforts usually fail in an organization. And the reason is because they don't follow this 5-step change acceleration process. The step number 1 is create a shared need, not your need, not your partner's need, not your peer's need, shared need. Even at a personal level, let us say you want to transform your body, you have to create a shared need between your mind and yourself, between a new self and between your old self. And this is what is knowing what is in it for me. Okay, so if you are in a leadership role, you need to tell to your subordinate or peer that what is in it for them. If you have to work with the cross functions, then you have to let them know what is in it for them. This is what is about creating a shared need. And most of the organization, they are not able to create a shared need at this particular level. So they fail at the step level 1. So after you create a shared need, and then what is the next step is shape a vision. So before I get into it, let's take example of the freedom movement, right? So Mahatma Gandhi created this shared need that let's be free, not I will become free, you will become free, let's become free, right? That was the shared need because everybody wanted to get out of the shackle of slavery, right? And then he shaped a vision. Shape a vision at this stage. When people get to know what is in it for me, they also want to know what is going to happen to them once this change process is complete, right? So if you think in terms of freedom movement, Mahatma Gandhi showed them a dream of a free India, that after India will become free, we will be out of the shackle of slavery, and British people will be out of this country. So even for your organization, if you are in a leadership role, you need to shape a vision. At a personal level, if let's say you are trying to transform your body, you are going to gym, you need to create that vision, because if you will just go and do the mechanically gym, that is not going to last. That is going to get phased out. So you will have to create a vision of your dream body so that you continue and you keep looking forward to it, that okay, this is where I want to reach. So step number 1, create a shared need. Step number 2, shape a vision. Step number 3 is mobilizing a commitment. Now this is where I have seen a lot of organization failing, because what happens is it is more like a just delegated, and it is more like a dictatorship. So organization comes and just declares that we are going to change. So create a shared need, create a shared vision, but then when it comes on action part, they're not able to mobilize the commitment, because you really need to define the key responsibility for everyone who are involved. Now, one important thing to remember here is you will have 3 different type of people in this, when you are driving a change in your organization. So there will be early adopters. They should be your partner. And there are people who are called later. They will come later when they see these change efforts progressing. And there are people who are quitters, or they are called never, right? So now, later and never, 3 types of people you will encounter. So you have to let go never. Later will come later, and what you have to do is you have to start this change effort with the key people who are now. Okay, so mobilizing the commitment, they want to know that what, now they are clear that what is in it for me. Now they are clear why is it so important for me to do and what am I going to get after this change effort is completed. So you need to, assign the responsibility to each of them. Even at an individual level, you need to assign this responsibility to your newer self to mobilize the commitment. And the best way is to build rituals for yourself. Okay, so step one, create a shared need, shape a vision, mobilize the commitment. Now, step number 4 is, now change is going to happen. People have started taking action, and change is going to happen. But will that change last? That is the question. So change has happened, but will that change last? Will that butterfly stay butterfly, or again it is going to go back to the caterpillar? And this is what I see majority of the cases, the butterfly again becomes a caterpillar, because the effort on lasting the change is not there. Okay, as per the London School of Psychology, any new habit which you want to build, it takes 66 days for your mind, in your mind, to engrave. So very, very important that you have to ensure that this change is lasting, and the way to make that change last is monitor the progress. Okay, as I said, depending on how many data points you have, you have to monitor the progress. If you're thinking of transforming your body, at least you will have to give 6 months, right? So there is a time which is required for this. There is a time which is required for this, and you will have to give that time to yourself. Similarly, in an organization, I mean, a good 1 year time period for transformation is required. Okay, so this brings me to the last point, and which is, as I promised, the equation for effectiveness, the equation for a lasting change, which is quality into adaptation is equal to effective change. So monitor the progress, and you will see that change is going to last. So this is all I wanted to talk to you today. Follow this 5-step process: create a shared need, shape a vision, mobilize the commitment, making the change last, and monitor the progress. If you follow this 5-step, your change effort is never going to change, never going to go into vain. Okay, so thank you so much for listening to me. This is Vijay Prakash signing off for the day, and I'll again talk to you with my another video tomorrow.